lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tua. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Rodgers with this one into the hands of Watson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. A give to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Here we go.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Nifty move. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure.
Andrew? What the fuck? What the fuck happened to your internet? That was not my internet. Still, I'm still watching YouTube. That is not my internet. I was gonna say there is 2 people in this house that use internet. It is not my internet. Oh my god. Alright, I'm inviting you again. You were not putting belt to ass. It was fucking tied. Fuck out of here. Nah, I'm running another one.
damage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name up who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Bands at me, I make it come treat it. Still make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it.
Yeah, I have no idea. Especially in 23, they were fucking trash. You found it, buddy.
I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the gut, Fournette. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a shot.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
I don't even know why Brady just stood there. What was that?
And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you
You're
calling
going
play
for it
action?
on 4th
Because
and
they're not
17?
going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I feel like he's underrated as shit. Dallas should have taken Arizona and had a fucking chance, but you know.
They'll run it with Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's going to have a Packers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Oh,
and he will maneuver his way
away.
down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, it's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing is Rodgers. Toward the pylon, caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Jones. His hand.
Let's
Touchdown,
go.
Packers.
Get in there.
Decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, no way.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second down, back to Fournette. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And
Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 44, Rodgers will find DeGuara complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got room at the 30. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. A good pickup there at 22.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers, the quick slant caught. Touchdown. Robert Tunyon from 3 yards out. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The left side completion to Jones.
Oh, come on.
And
He's right
just shy
fucking
of the
there.
goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle.
Oh,
and
no.
He's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it is 28-0. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a...